Good morning, everybody. It's Elena Porter with meditation. I'm so glad you can join us. So, I want to kind of start meditation this morning off with kind of a prayer because it's been like a real slow morning. Talking to others that have been here this morning and kind of getting up and getting out the door to get here. It's so easy sometimes to let maybe when you're tired or overwhelmed to kind of keep you from places that you know or things that you know that will get you to a more settled space. And you might wonder, how can you be already in that kind of frame of mind when it was only 5 o'clock in the morning? But it just was a slow start this morning. I don't know what to say, and it kind of took me a while to get out of bed. So let's kind of just close our eyes, taking a nice deep inhale through our nose, nice deep exhale. Dear God, sometimes we even wake up a little frazzled and a little overwhelmed and thinking that there's so much in one day to get done. How can we possibly do it? But just like the verse that we'll be meditating on, the more we draw closer to you, the more you draw closer to us. So in this space, in this next 20 minutes or so, may we feel your presence undeniably. In Jesus' name. So let's begin to connect with our breath by taking a nice deep inhale, breathe it in nice and deep, and a nice deep exhale, letting it all go. And as you take your next inhale and breathe in, try to breathe in at least a 4 to 5 second inhale, 4 to 5 second exhale. And as we begin to connect with our breath and create like a rhythm of breathing, letting your inhales and exhales flow freely, allowing yourself to feel grounded, whether you're in a seated posture, whether you're standing or walking or laying completely flat. Let your internal self just feel grounded, rooted. In James, he says, "Come near to God and he will come near to you." Feeling that balance, that relationship, that openness. It's an intention of its own to say, come near to God and he will come near to you. It's an opening of the heart. It's a willingness of the spirit. This morning we're going to talk about allowing our light to shine and to feel that balance when we do. Let's take the next deep inhale and breathe in. Next deep exhale. Allow your body to feel the calm. So I was given this quote that I just loved, and it says, "Don't compare your life to others. There's no comparison." So many times in life we judge. We judge others, we judge ourselves. We compare ourselves to so many things on so many levels. Don't compare your life to others. There's no comparison between the sun and the moon. They shine when it's their time to shine. A couple days ago, and actually for a few days, the moon's been out and it's been so spectacular, bright and beautiful. There's no comparison to when the sun's rising and how beautiful and magnificent that light is and all the beauty that that sunshine brings to us. with the moon and all its majestic fullness and beauty. How it lights our way in the night, in the dark. How the sun rises and brings us hope in the morning. Brings a sense of newness. Don't compare your life to others. There's no comparison between the sun and the moon. They each shine when it's their time to shine. So kind of letting these words kind of resonate where they will with you this morning. The closer you draw to God, the closer He draws to you, the more beautifully connected and balanced you are, the more brilliant your light illuminates within, to the world, for some of us, we needed to be reminded to not compare our lives or our light. You don't have to be shiny to shine. You don't need to be on a certain specific path to light the way in a beautiful way for others. But I do know the closer you choose to draw to God, the more brilliant your light becomes. He knows the value of exactly where you are. You don't need to be shiny to shine. You don't need to be all cleaned up and in some perfect box with a bow all wrapped up and tidy. It's really more about your authentic light is what we're talking about here. And that light is priceless. That's the light we should want to share with the world. Nice deep inhale, breathe it in. Clear those thoughts of judgment and less than. And as you exhale, create that space inside for value. Let your light shine, your true, authentic light. Now that's a gift worth offering to the world. Keep breathing, nice deep inhale, nice deep exhale. As you breathe in, inhale, feel that spirit kind of draw closer. Be more open. Even imagine in your mind's eye reaching for connection. And in that connection, kind of feel your heart and soul just open up, come alive, feel lighter. You don't need to be shiny to shine, and you don't need to be a certain way on a certain path with a certain level of living that the world tells us to shine bright, to share your light. As much as I love Facebook, and here we are on it today, and it does connect us on a certain level that is something that we've never experienced in our lifetime before. or Instagram or any of these social media platforms, but the most beautiful gift that we can give each other is our authentic light. Exactly where we're at. The good, the bad, the ugly, every bit of just authentically who we are right now. Some days are hard to get going. Some days are imbalanced. Some days we wonder, is our light valuable? What can we offer? And we start to compare. We start to compare. So continue to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Staying within your own thoughts for a moment here. Nice deep inhale, nice deep exhale. Breathe it in. On your next inhale, as you breathe in, nice deep inhale, breathe it in deep. Exhale, just kind of feel that space being created within to just be filled with words like valued, needed, connected, balanced, free to be exactly who you're created to be. Free to share your light from exactly where you're at. Last night I was talking with a friend, and she's just in a season in life where things are real hard, one after another. And some of us have been there before. I surely know I have. But even in that space, she had such a beautiful light to share. The courage, the trust, the way that she would lean into life, lean into God, lean into the people around her, share her light. And here's the beauty, friends. The more you lean into God, the more brilliant your light shines, because He just kind of like takes it and times it times 10, times 100, times 1,000. He takes you exactly where you're at, if you're willing, and offers you to the world as a light. And as you lean into each other around you, as you lean in to life, the people around you, their light affects you as well. Inspires you as well. It's freedom, friends. So staying with your thoughts here for a bit. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Don't compare yourselves, friends. Let go of judgment of others and yourself. Tap into that beautiful inner light. It's so valuable. Lean into God and feel that connection. You want to feel balanced. Kind of reach out a bit with your fingertips in all directions to feel people, to connect with people. Reach up, connect with God, and just feel how your light, your inner light feels to grow like 10 times. And then reach out to everybody around you and just feel life. It's freedom. Feel life. Just like the moon and the sun. They shine when it's their time to shine. So my hope for you today are these beautiful words from St. Teresa. It says, may today there be peace within. Breathe that in. May today there be peace within. May you trust that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. May you not forget the infinite possibilities that are born of faith in yourself and faith in others. May you use the gifts that have been granted to you today. Your gifts, your light. And may you pass on the love that you received, the love that you feel. May you be content with yourself just the way you are. And let this knowledge settle into your bones and allow your soul the freedom to sing, to dance, to praise, to love. It is there for each and every one of us. The closer you get to God, the closer He gets to you. Lean in, friends. So as we come into our final song, and your breath comes back to a more natural pace of breathing, just inhale and exhale. I want us to be reminded of how magnificent our light is. Exactly where we are at this time, who we are. You're created beautifully, wonderfully, uniquely. And you don't need to compare yourself to anyone else. Just like the sun and the moon, they shine when it's their time to shine. And if we choose to lean into God, that connection takes our light and multiplies it times a bazillion. Connect. And then just take that light and just share it with the world. Feel the world. It's magnificent, friends. May today there be peace within you. May you trust that you're exactly where you're meant to be. May you not forget the infinite possibilities that are born of faith in yourself and others. May you use the gifts that you've received and pass on the love that you've been given. May you be content with yourself just the way you are, and let this knowledge settle into your bones and allow you in your soul the freedom to sing, to dance, to praise, and to love. It is there for each and every one of us. We're created to share light, to be light, to radiate. And just like the sun and the moon, there's no comparison. They each shine when it's their time to shine. Dear God, I thank you so much for each and every person here this morning. My prayers today would be that we lean into you, and when we find that connection, that our spirit comes alive. We feel our light multiply times a bazillion, and that we share that beautiful, unique, individual light of each of us that we have inside with the world. Peace. Thank you so much for coming.